Some would say it was one small step for America, one giant leap for the Americas. In 1994, President Clinton signed into law the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, kickstarting an era of friendship between the United States and Mexico. Since its enactment, NAFTA has vastly improved American finances. As editorial writer Christopher Wilson wrote, regional integration between the United States and Mexico is vast and deep. Merchandise trade has more than quintupled since NAFTA went into effect, and in 2011, bilateral goods and services trade reached $500 billion for the first time. But despite such encouraging statistics, many believe that the agreement itself is flawed and detrimental. When analyzing either side, it's important to keep in mind two very important questions. First, how will Mexico be able to assist the United States economically during the 21st century? And second, will this continued unification prove beneficial? According to current trends, it would however be safe to say that the United States should seek positive commercial relations with Mexico, as our southern neighbors possess a burgeoning industrial economy, and because NAFTA has the ability to unify the Americas. The Mexican economy has exploded since the 1990s, not only as a result of NAFTA, but also due to the discovery of one of the world's most lucrative commodities, oil. According to economics expert Julia Vena, Mexican oil company Pemex currently produces 2.5 million barrels of their product a day, with that number expected to break 4 million by 2025. Although the oil wealth of the nation is promising, the notorious gang violence that plagues Mexico must be argued. Crime rings, like Los Zetas, are especially infamous for breaking into oil pipelines and stealing material, as in 2008, Pemex lost nearly $2 billion to such theft. But the Mexican government has responded to such a challenge with direct and effective action, declaring an all-out offensive against the cartels. Another pressing issue in regards to Mexican-American trade is how efficient NAFTA has been and whether or not it can live up to its promise. According to many, NAFTA stole jobs and kept wages stagnant, becoming a chief cause of the Great Recession. During the election of 2008, President Obama promised to dismantle the program, buying into the irrational fear of NAFTA as the country plunged into a depression. But by 2015, the president has realized the potential Mexico holds to become an economic powerhouse. Wages have increased 0.17% annually, and currently 6 million American jobs rely on U.S.-Mexico trade to survive. Quite simply, the United States and Mexico need each other as business partners. Being a blossoming economy of oil and other mineral wealth, Mexico will be a major financial player over the next 10 years. The country will continue to rise as an economic authority, helping to quench the United States' thirst for oil, while providing cheap and reliable trade to our country. For those interested in being active and knowledgeable members of society, it will be absolutely critical to understand how politics between our two nations will shape our world for decades to come. From a business perspective, the Mexican economy will be absolutely central to the plans of foreign investors, as free trade and industrial influence will draw in stockholders globally. After all, that financial situation in the South has not been dubbed the Mexican miracle for nothing. As a nation, our most important job will be to stand with our brothers south of the border through both good and bad economic times. The economy of Mexico is a strong one, and with a consistently reliable source of oil and a trade treaty in place, it would be anything but wise to not seek positive economic relations with our neighbors.